In this example for part A, the work done by the normal force is going to be 0 because the normal force is what's perpendicular to the displacement, which is basically this line, and it cannot change the kinetic energy. So in this case, it has no influence on the kinetic energy, so that's why it's going to remain 0. Now, moving on to part B. Part B is what is the work done by the force. So the work done is work equals 0 plus, let's just say that y1 equals 3, y2 equals 0, and the mass is 4 kilograms. So it equals W plus the mass in kilograms times gravity, which is G, times 3, which is y1, and that equals 120 joules is the work done by that force. So C is the net force equals the change in the kinetic energy. So here we have that 120 joules equals 1/2. Remember, this is simplifying it, 1/2 mass V2 squared minus 1/2, the same thing, mass V1 squared. Now, since this is basically at 0, we're going to say that the potential energy is also 0 at that point. So if V1 is equal to 0, then the problem that we have left is 120 joules equals to half 4 kilograms and V2 squared, which if we simplify, we are left with V2 squared equals 60. We can find the square root of that, and we see that V2 is equal to 7.7 meters per second, which is the speed at point B.